Namaste, everybody. This is Rishi here. Um, I'm just going to read to you a blog piece I wrote recently called Reflections on Religion. The word religion comes from the Latin word legare, which means to send, join, or link, historically understood to mean the linking of human with the divine. I personally think that it is a beautiful, meaningful, and sacred process to develop a relationship and link oneself with the highest power and the cosmic universe. In fact, I think it's the ultimate goal of life. Mysticism and spirituality is a wondrous and mesmerizing pursuit to link oneself with the divine order. However, religion tends to be organized spirituality for the masses that incorporates laws, cultural customs, traditions, and controlling beliefs, which can play out for the better or worse of humanity's development. I have no issue with individual spirituality and with one developing a personal mystical relationship with the divine, whatever form or name you wish to envision it as or call it as. However, in my humble opinion, there is a downside to organized religion. Religion can divide people into exclusive factions, each community believing that they alone hold the ultimate and exclusive truth. This results in fanaticism and endless bloodshed, which has been recorded and proven true if you ever deeply look at the history of humanity. Some beliefs that are expounded and promoted within religions can also be detrimental and psychologically damaging for oneself and society. For example, while my aim is not to bash any particular religion, I do have an issue with religions that contradict modern day science and claim that they hold the exclusive truth and that all disbelievers or people with different sexuality such as gays and lesbians will burn in hellfire for eternity if they do not redeem themselves. Religion can also be very psychologically controlling in every dimension of one's existence, from their sex life, what one does on his or her own leisure time, such as eating a certain food or ingesting intoxicants, one's love life, how one dresses, how one treats the opposite sex and people in general, what to fight and wage war for or against, etc. For example, I think that it can be psychologically damaging for both the child and society at large to indoctrinate an adolescent into hating someone because they have a different article of faith, sexuality, race, gender, etc. Some religions are so heavily engrossed in the patriarchy that the women have to completely submit to the male's ideological fantasy and belief that this is the way God wanted things to be, such as not being able to drive, submitting to sex whenever the husband wants it, needing four male witnesses to testify on the woman's behalf to prove a rape in the court of law, etc. There are countless examples where organized religion has failed to do humanity justice. Please don't misconstrue my message, though. I think it's perfectly fine and beautiful if one wishes to develop a relationship with Jesus or Allah, but I am promoting one to have a mystical spiritual relationship with the divine, rather than believing in a fear or hate based dogmatic system, such as following laws that promote hate, intolerance, and exclusion. Religion from time to time needs reformation to keep up with science and to keep on promoting the message of love. I'm not just trying to be negative here, I am attempting to be a realist. There are also countless examples where religion has proved to be benevolent for an individual's psychology and for finding meanings and contentment in the world at large. While different religions and traditions hold various views on the truth and sometimes conflict with one another, I personally believe that one shouldn't judge another based on the religion he or she was raised into, and give the individual a chance to see what's in his or her heart. However, it can be acceptable to judge a person if he or she devoutly follows, adheres to, and actively practices, commits external actions based on scriptures which promote intolerance, violence, and hate. For example, terrorism and fanaticism are both byproducts of and even promoted by some religions. While growing up, I followed the golden rule of non-judgment and saw the divine in every being I encountered. I thus had friends from every faith, including atheistic friends. I had the chance to learn about different perspectives, which all shaped me into who I am today. Since I didn't judge, I was exposed to a multicultural and multi-faith perspective that molded my worldviews. I realized that religion could be beautiful, but there could also be some bullshit. To this day, I personally take the love, beauty, and wisdom from all spiritual paths and faiths, and discard the ignorant and intolerant teachings that promote division, hatred, and violence. So, yes, I cherry pick among the religions and take the best out of all of them. I do not put my full blind faith into any one religious system and submit to it completely. I personally have no issue with individual spirituality, but I have mixed feelings about spirituality when it's organized into cults and factions for the masses. I think that having a spiritual community can be beneficial, but so is having personal alone time with the divine. I think that it's good to have a fine tuned balance between personal private time and time with a community. In conclusion, while I definitely know there is a higher power or divine source of energy where everything emanates from, organized religion itself can either be a sacred medicine or a toxic poison. It just depends on the dosage and the substance of the teachings and practices. Namaste. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time.